giving this speech on a creative endeavor when me and my husband went from Washington, Indiana to Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio. From there, we went to Niagara Falls in Canada, and then we came back to Niagara Falls side in New York, and then from there we came back home to Washington, Indiana. Our first stop on the trip from Washington to Sandusky, Ohio was Cedar Point. It is the #1 rated amusement park in the U.S. They have a lot of very new and safe roller coasters. There is the Windseeker, which is one of the scariest for me. From Cedar Point, we went to Niagara Falls in Canada, which is beautiful. Unless you get to experience that yourself, it is so hard to explain. It is. It's a beautiful creation of God. When we were at Niagara Falls, we went on the Cave of the Winds tour, where we had to wear these beautiful little shoes. I'm not sure what the purpose in it was, but these are required for you to wear, and they're not the most comfortable things. After the Cave of the Winds, we went on the Maid of the Mist. You get on this boat, and you actually go down in the Horseshoe Falls. You sit there, and you can feel the mist, and it's just a beautiful experience. Also, while we were in Canada, we went to the Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum. There is a chair for the world's tallest man. Me and my husband sat in that chair, and still we look tiny. My husband is 6'6", and it still makes him look small. I think the world's tallest man was 8'9", I believe. Also on here we have pictures of the Cave of the Winds tour, the Maid of the Mist, a shop we went into, had a stuffed moose in the doorway. There we are getting a picture taken in front of the falls. It's just an overall beautiful experience. From Canada, we went over to New York. We got to see some of the rapids. We also did a jet boat tour where you take a jet boat through the rapids, which is another just amazing experience. It's not anything that you can explain unless you have experienced it yourself. It's absolutely beautiful. It also is very dangerous. Also, while we were in New York, we went to all kinds of shops. New York is a little bit crazier than where we're from. We're from a little bitty town. So going to New York, it's true. A lot of people honk. There's smoke coming out of the sewers. It's just a really big state with a lot of people, a lot of attitudes. This trip was our first year anniversary after we had been married. It is definitely by far the trip that I will remember the most. It was just an overall amazing experience to see the creations that God has made and no one else but Him could make.